Inflation seems to be a daily concern as prices for consumers around the country continue to rise.
It is also, as you can imagine, a major topic of debate in Harrisburg, where state lawmakers are working to address it.
State Capitol correspondent Brendan Scanlon joins us now to break down the Democratic legislation to address price gouging, as well as what Republicans have to say about it. Brendan.
Mike and Eva, good evening. Yeah, well, recent polls show that nearly half of Pennsylvanians rate the economy as being in poor condition. Now, we all know that inflation is a big issue, and lawmakers here from both parties agree on that. However, it's how to go about solving it, addressing it, and also looking into some of those other factors like price gouging that's causing a little bit of debate.
This morning, the House Democratic Policy Committee unveiled efforts to fight corporate inflation and price gouging.
When you have corporations, particularly these big oil companies that are making billions of dollars in profits, even one making $9 billion more than they made last year, that's simply unacceptable.
Committee Chairman Ryan Bizzarro says it's less of a political issue and more of a system issue.
This is a system design that allows big corporations to set the price and to charge whatever they want and legally price gouge consumers. We have to do something about it. We just can't sit here idly and let these folks continue to raise prices and not be accountable.
Bizzarro and House Minority Leader Joanna McClinton sponsored the End Gas Price Gouging Act, which would prevent changing gas prices more than once in a 24-hour period.
We've worked pretty hard on this bill to get the language right, to make sure that it is not partisan whatsoever. If anybody chooses not to support that or not have any conversations about that, they simply do not want to fix or address the problem at hand.
On the other hand, House Republicans are focused more on the root cause and less on corporate inflation.
And we didn't hear any of that from any of the testifiers.
The Republican Policy Committee recently held their own hearings on inflation. Chairman Martin Causer says the hearings pointed to overspending and stimulus dollars as drivers of inflation.
The message that we heard loud and clear was the fact that overspending and government infusion of stimulus dollars really is fueling a lot of this.
He says his caucus is moving on a pro-growth agenda while limiting government spending.
If the talking point by some is just price gouging and corporate greed, I don't think that's the root cause of the problem. We want to work with folks that want to really address the issue.
And Democrats outlined a few other pieces of legislation, one of which would enhance the Attorney General's ability to investigate and prosecute individuals and businesses who are artificially raising prices. So for more information on that bill and some of the others we heard about this morning, they'll be up on our website, erienewsnow.com. But reporting for Erie News Now at the state capitol, I'm Brendan Scanlon.